Jennifer from A Slower Path. Today we're going to be talking about nature journaling resources. The books that I have that have made the biggest impact in my journal keeping. Some of them are still ideas that I toy with. My nature journal is mostly just written information right now, not as much drawing, but hopefully these will also inspire you in your journal keeping.
Okay guys, so I've been trying to film this. This is my third time trying this, so if I get frustrated, that's why. Today I'm going to go over the 3 nature journaling resources that I have for my own knowledge, and the benefits, kind of like the pros and cons of each. So get ready, have fun. All right, so the first one I'm going to talk about is The Nature Connection. This one is by Claire Walker Leslie, and so is the second one that I'm going to talk about. This one, the pro, is that it's for kids. It has a month-by-month inspirational ideas, like things to do throughout the month. It has a lot of cool facts about, budding trees, things that happen as the signs of spring, or how to draw things, their tracks. Through here, they suggest that you learn the constellations or animals at night. There's a basic area. We've used this sparingly. We have not used this much. There's drawing tips, fun things for you to do as a family or with your older kids. I could see an 8 to 10 or to 12-year-old or even older doing this and enjoying it. I do like this page, what to take with you. However, I think it's great for a beginner if you've never done nature journaling and you want your family to start doing it. It's great for that. However, if you are looking to do your own nature journal, while this has some great ideas, it's not going to prepare you for actually keeping a nature journal. Okay, so this one, the second one, is Keeping a Nature Journal by Claire Walker Leslie also. This is an older edition. She worked on it with Charles E. Roth, and I really like this one. Ooh, gorgeous, gorgeous illustrations. It actually gives a much broader view. I love how she gives different examples of how using different mediums affects the drawing output. I love the fact that the pictures are not perfect. These are sketches of what you would actually see. These are actual observations. Sometimes we get intimidated by what we see other people do, and this does a really good job. There's tips here for teaching children. I do love that there is a table here. It's one of my favorite things. Whether you're looking at birds or animals, plants and trees, weather, sky and landscapes, or seasonal celebrations. For autumn, winter, spring, and summer, you can find whatever you're looking for. There are helps to draw different birds, sketching people, let's see, tracks, trees, all kinds of drawing information. There's helpful tips for where to look. Again, I just love these illustrations because they're not perfect. Just like my nails are not perfect. They're not, you can barely tell that this one down here is a cow. You can tell that they're feeding. You can see that there are observations made, but it's not picture perfect. There's different nature drawings, drawing the weather. I like the deer anatomy. I like a lot of these. And further on, this one, again, there's more information about journaling with children. Obviously, I have children. You can see their artwork over here. But there's just, what you should expect from them, what their observations should be. Or even school groups if you have a co-op and you're homeschooling, or if you want to do this with children. You know, I love it. So this one is really good if you're looking at just keeping a nature journal yourself, or if you're trying to involve your kids. As far as Charlotte Mason goes, I feel this one is more well-rounded, and I love that she includes the observations, that it's not about having a pretty picture, which other authors will say that, but they have pretty pictures, so it's hard to, you know, take that with a grain of salt. But, you know, it's just, I don't know, it's fun. I really like it. This is probably my favorite of the three because it's just incredibly inspirational, and to me it's more. All right, so the last one that I'm going to look at is The Lost Guide to Nature Drawing and Journaling. So this one is pretty intense. It's very, very thorough. He talks about making a map, looking for different patterns, zooming in, zooming out. He also talks about like what questions you should be asking. I like this. I notice, I wonder, it reminds me of the Star Wars shuttle. I always like watching that. Like, oh, he's a person too. Ladybugs, exploring the why. There's a method of deepening your observation. And this is one like it's keeping lists and how to do stuff. This talks about certain degrees, and this is like how fast the wind is blowing that day. It's very in-depth. He uses lots of technical tools. He goes through several of them, picking the right journal even. Like, this is just a very in-depth book. If you're looking for an in-depth book, it's wonderful. If you want to know his paint palette, his favorite paint palette is right here. Most of these are Daniel Smith, which I do love, but nature drawing, how to draw it, you know, correctly, how to see through, how to think like an artist, looking at negative spaces. It's just incredibly in-depth though, and it can be overwhelming. That's my main takeaway from this book, is that it was really, really overwhelming, and how on earth was I supposed to do any of it? He talks about shading, watercolor pencils, rock art, gouache on white paper. Like, there's just a lot here. It's beautiful. It's incredibly informative. I love that he does this foreshortening of butterfly wings. I think that's awesome. If you're just starting out, this is going to overwhelm you, and you might do what I did and put it up on your shelf for several months afterwards. But again, if you're looking for the next level, I think that's what this really is. This is more for if you have a child who's done nature journaling for many years. Oh, yeah, Shapes of Wings of Flying Birds. And you are looking to take it to the next level, or they're looking to take it to the next level because they just love it so much, then this would be awesome for you. He talks about foreshortening of leaves and how to draw one if it's bent over, and how to draw in the negative space and curl the leaves. All of that. It's a really, really awesome resource. But again, it can be overwhelming. If you want the definitive guide to nature journaling, and by nature journaling we mean drawing and journaling, then yes, this is a great book. It can be overwhelming for beginners, and especially if you have really little kids, like, you know, 1st, 2nd grade, 3rd grade, you will be using it, and that's if you're even ready for it. I'm not. This one, again, I think is great for if you are starting and you're looking for something fairly simple that will help you have inspiration. And again, this one I think is better for kids, or if you're in a co-op and you're trying to keep everyone on the same page. You know, that's cool. You don't want them to worry about writing everything down, and you want to keep them together. Then this would be fine. When I think of nature journaling, I think of me writing down my observations. More like this. Like, it's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be something. You know, there might be poetry. John Muir Laws does mention adding poetry, and so did Charlotte Mason. In fact, a lot of his stuff, it does sound similar to Charlotte Mason, but give me a minute, please. But at the end of the day, I think this one is way more accessible. This one was a birthday gift or Christmas. No, it was birthday. It was birthday actually. It's right before Christmas, so sometimes I forget. And it's wonderful to have. All three of these are on my Amazon idea list. It's sort of like an Amazon list. It's not an affiliate link. It's just an idea list. There's also a lot of different mediums that you might want to try, like watercolor pencils or color. I do have a set of very basic colored pencils that blend really well on there too. Along with, I think, the Cotman sketch box for watercolors, some water brushes, and I have all of these, and also the nature study resources that I'm going to go over in my next video. So if you are at all interested in these, if you are, my kids are going crazy, so I'm trying to wrap this up. If you're interested in nature journaling at all, I highly recommend, actually, I really recommend this one. The others are great, but this is the one if you want to actually keep a nature journal and you're just beginning. So hope this helps you guys. I hope that you have a great afternoon or great evening, whatever time of day it is that you're watching this. If you like it, give it a thumbs up if you find it helpful. And thank you for watching. Bye.